Hi, I'd like to talk a little bit in this video about feelings, how to understand them better, and how to help our children to manage their big feelings, and also maybe a little bit about how we can manage our own big feelings. The more you know about any topic, the more power you have, and the more confidence you'll build in your role as a parent and fellow human being. The first thing about feelings is that they are actually messengers. They're not just things that come and go, which they certainly are, but they're so much more than that. What these messengers let us know is how our state of being is, whether we feel safe, comfortable, and those are reflected by feelings such as happiness, contentment, peacefulness, or whether our internal state is not in a good place. We feel grumpy, we feel angry, we feel sad, we feel afraid. Our feelings are letting us know whether we are safe or whether there is a reason that we should be concerned or worried. In English, we say, I am sad or I am mad. And it literally means, it almost suggests that we become what our feelings are. Like, I am nothing but this big red ball of mad, or I'm nothing but this blue puddle of sad. And the truth is, we are not our feelings. Our feelings belong to us. In other languages, they say, I have anger. I have sadness. And this is a much better way to kind of appreciate that it's not, we don't become our feelings. We can see and observe what our feelings are. I'm a super concrete person. I really need visuals to learn things. And one day I came across these little guys. And don't go out and buy them. This is one of my tools that you're welcome to borrow them. Just let me know, send me a message. I found them through Conscious Discipline, a social and emotional learning resource for teachers. But it's in the area of self-regulation and feelings. So the way this is helpful for me in a concrete sense is when I look at these, I can look at the faces and decide which one of these kind of closely identifies with how I'm feeling. Let's say I'm really frustrated. I've been trying over and over and again to make this video, but I've had to keep starting and starting and starting because I keep messing up. So let's say I'm feeling pretty frustrated right now. So here's my little frustration. Notice I am not my frustration, but here's my frustration. So I can see it. I see you're frustrated. I get it. I get it. So now I'm going to let my feeling know that it's okay. It's okay to be frustrated. If I was in your shoes, I would feel exactly the same way. It's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It's just a little feeling, so it's got to do tiny pats. This little feeling, it's okay. All right. So now that I know what you're here to tell me is I'm trying to do too much at once, aren't I? I'm trying to do too much at once. So what do I need to do to take care of you? So that's the question we ask ourselves, what do I need to take care of my feeling? And for me, it might be take a deep breath, step away, come back and try again. And one of these times, I know I'm going to be successful getting this video together. So what I find is if I pay attention to my feelings and I listen to what they have to tell me as the messengers, and I reassure, I can do this, I'm going to be okay. What do I need? What do I need right now to feel better, to make myself feel better? And I can actually work through that feeling of frustration and come out feeling pretty good, pretty pleased with myself. So we can do that same thing with our children, helping them to name whatever it is that they're feeling. And you don't have to force it on them, but you don't need these little guys. You could have circles on a piece of paper. You can just use words. But once you've named that feeling, as Daniel Siegel says, you can tame it. And that means to listen to it, take from the message, and learn, what to do next. Even though these little guys are mostly used for children in education, I've also found them helpful just talking to adults about feelings and how they work and what their purpose is. Feelings serve us best when they are listened to and when they are heard. So if they're not listened to and not heard, they tend to go underground. And when they go underground, they tend to come out in unhelpful ways, such as grumpiness, whininess, uncooperativeness. When feelings are heard and felt and responded to, they tend to evaporate because they've done their job. So that's why it's important to allow feelings rather than try to deny or suppress them, because we can actually work our way through them. So as parents, we can help our children with self-regulation by being present and just listening to their feelings and helping them as they figure out what it is that they need and respond to them. I hope you'll share what you've learned with your family or with a friend.